Good morning, guys. I decided to make another video. It's been some months since I've made one. Well, actually, since I first started, I haven't really made any. The kids are home today, so they might interrupt. Well, let me let you know, they are going to interrupt my video, so just be prepared. Whatever, it's regular. I'm giving you the raw me, raw face. I did wash my face today at least, but you know, raw me, raw face. Got my little robe on, just got out the shower. Got my little morning tea like I'm a older person, but tea do the body good in the morning, actually. Anyway, so today I want to discuss a topic a lot of people don't really talk about. I want to discuss depression, different forms of depression, and who depression affects. So the main tool is depression in men, which is very much overlooked, and postpartum depression, which is very much not talked about. Gotta put my phone on do not disturb, sorry. But most of all, postpartum depression, because I can speak about it from experience. I've went through postpartum depression twice. I don't really talk about it, and a lot of times people think when you're actually going through postpartum depression that you just want attention, or oh, she's just crying for attention, she's dying for attention, or nobody wants her. It's not even that, because a lot of times a lot of people want you, and a lot of people want to be your friend, or a lot of family members reach out to you and want to speak to you. But when you are suffering from postpartum depression, you really don't want to be bothered. And a lot of people take it personal because they are not educated on postpartum depression. So a lot of people, they get mad, or they say, oh, she had a baby, now she acted funny, or now she moving funny. Well, I'm here to tell you from experience, it's not that a person is acting funny, it's not that a person is moving funny. It's something like, it's a stage that they're going through after having a baby. And I'm not going to say everybody who has a baby goes through postpartum depression, but a good 90% of people go through postpartum depression, if not more. I don't know, I didn't Google it, I'm just speaking. But anyways, what is it like going through, what is postpartum depression like? Okay, so before you have a baby, you might have other kids, you might not. Everything contributes to you having postpartum depression after you have a baby. If you do have other kids, things like dealing with your other kids on top of having a newborn is something that contributes to it. Okay, so for me, when I had my daughter, I had it bad, like really bad. But it's not until I was out of the postpartum depression that I realized that's what was wrong with me. Oh, I had postpartum depression, and it was bad. And when I say a lot of things contributed to me having postpartum depression after my daughter. I think that was the worst I've ever been in life, like after having my daughter. And some things that contributed to me having postpartum depression after Kaylee is when I got pregnant, I was kind of rocky with their dad. While I was about 6 months pregnant, their dad admitted to me that, yeah, he had another baby. She was a few months old. I was in the midst of like moving around because I was like going through so much with him. I really didn't want to be around him and stay with him and stuff like that. So I was in the midst of like trying to find somewhere else to stay. I'm not ashamed of nothing I went through. But I was in the midst of trying to find somewhere else to stay. I was working. I worked non-stop when I was pregnant with Kaylee. What else? After I had her, I was trying to go back to school when I first had Kaylee. That didn't work out. It's like everything just kept hindering me from going back to school. Every time I think like, yay, I'm back in. Every time I think, yeah, I'm back in, something happened and I'm not back in. What else happened to me after I had Kaylee? I don't know. me and him, we weren't really speaking. Okay, go get Bubs. Go play with Bubs. Me and their dad wasn't speaking like that. That contributed. It's like, I know people are like, oh, why you always talk about him? But a lot of stuff came from everything I went through with him. A lot of contributions is from the things I went through with him. Imagine being 6 months pregnant and you're all happy, like, yay, we're having a daughter. I mean, there was always rumors before I officially found out, like, he's having another baby, but he just always denied it. So imagine being 6 months pregnant and somebody, and he, good, he admits, like, it's official, yeah. Like, that's just something you never, ever get over. You learn how to deal with it. You never get over it. Like, that pain, it never goes away. Can mom finish making the video? I'm talking important stuff here. You're interrupting. Okay, go watch Ryan. She loves Ryan's Toys review. Anyways, a lot of people asked me till this day, how did you deal with him having a baby on you, or how did you get over it and this and that? You never get over it. Not saying you will ever treat the kid away, because me personally, I love her like she's mine. I would never in life treat her no way. But that's just a pain that don't go away. You never get over it. You learn how to deal with it, but you never get over it. It was hard. It was hard because every time I thought I was over it, didn't just replay or something happens. And not only that, after that is like when I really learned the real him and everything he was doing. So that played a big part in my postpartum. Now, what it feels like when you're going through postpartum depression, you isolate yourself. Things that you do on a regular feels like too much. For instance, just to get up, get in the tub, put on clothes, like change your clothes for the day, or get up, get in the tub, get dressed, and get your kids dressed, and go somewhere. Okay, we're gonna go buy grapes and go somewhere. It feels like the world is on your shoulders just to get up and get in the tub and get dressed. Or when someone call your phone, you look at it and watch it ring and be like, why are you calling me? And in all reality, it's not like you're annoying, why are you calling me? It's I don't have the strength or energy to answer and have a conversation with you, because the depression, like, it makes you like that. It make you not want to be bothered. It make you not want to be on the phone. It makes you stay in your house, in your room, and then it's like your kid crying contributes to it. And when I say this little girl was a crybaby, okay, she was a cry baby. Like, I never seen a kid cry as much as Kaylee. I didn't know, like, why she cry like this, but she was a crybaby, so that contributed to it too. It's like if she wasn't sleeping or eating, she's crying. That's majority of the time. So that was a big contributing factor. Kaylee's crying. But yeah, you pretty much feels like, it feel like I don't know, like this darkness. Alright, it feels like this darkness is just sitting over you. Can you go in the room? Go in the room and watch Ryan. It feels like a darkness is sitting over you. It feels like it's just mad weight on your shoulders. I don't know. It's just really, really hard. Go! I didn't mean to yell. Y'all ain't hear that. But postpartum depression is hard. It's very hard. It's like everything go kind of off track. Everything goes off track, and you gotta like work your way to try to put it back on track. You don't feel like cleaning your house. I wasn't dirty. I was never dirty. I would clean up, but it just felt overwhelming. That's the word I'm looking for. Everything felt so overwhelming just to clean up. It could be something simple like wash the dishes. It could be like 5 dishes in the sink, and to you it would feel like 100. Yes, he does. To you it feels like it's 100 dishes in the sink. Can you please stop? To you it feels like it's like 100 dishes in the sink. Like, oh my God, so much. Or it could be something simple like You need to sweep the floor and make the bed up. And it feel like, I don't want to. You can make a whole list the day before of things you have to do and be like, tomorrow I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. I'm gonna get in the tub, get dressed, get the kids ready, and we are out the door, and I'm gonna get all this stuff on the list done. You wake up in the morning and you're like, why did I even wake up? I can't. And you do that for like weeks straight. Now, another type of depression is depression in men. I feel like men, besides postpartum depression, men suffer so much with depression. Like, and a lot of people overlook it. Like, a lot of stuff they do is signs of depression. And then, you know what we do? I say we because including myself, I did it as well too. I'm not gonna lie. It's before I learned about depression. I just be like, why he keep drinking? Like, he's nasty. He always want to drink. Every single day he want to drink. Or why do men want to party every weekend? Like, that is so nasty. Every weekend they want to be in a party. They probably just looking for new girls. Or why they always going from girl to girl? Oh, these guys are so disgusting. Ew. And a lot of that is signs of depression. But because they are men, a lot of times people either brush it off, brush it to the side, overlook it, or feel like, you a man, you can't suffer from depression. Newsflash, a lot of men suffer from depression more than we know. They just show it in different ways. Like for us, a lot of times you'll know a woman is depressed. She don't got her hair done, she don't got her nails done, she don't got her eyebrows done, nothing. Like, you know, I'm not saying all of that means, I'm not saying you have to have all of that done, but as far as like appearance wise, you notice it with a female. Guys, they'll still get dressed up and everything, nice outfits, nice jewelry, go out, and you look at it as a sign that they're happy, they're celebrating or something. And Kaylee, can you turn the light back on? And in all reality, it's because they are depressed. They are drowning in depression. And we overlook it. I feel like not just females, but people in general. I'm sorry, let me turn this light back on. Okay, I feel like society in general should stop overlooking men's depression because they're supposed to be tough. They're not supposed to cry. They're not supposed to be sad. At the end of the day, they are humans. Whether you are a male or female, you are a human at the end of the day, and you have feelings. Like, it's okay, men. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. Get help. Don't just sit there and drown in depression. Don't just sit there and drink your life away, smoke your life away, or not want to work. You know, even men calling out from work some days, that's signs of depression. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, because they call out, they depressed. No. Calling out frequently, missing work, being late to work, not caring, that's signs of depression. Stop overlooking men's depression and feeling like they need to be strong, they supposed to be strong, or they have to be tough. They don't have to be. They suffer just like females from depression. They have feelings, they get sad, they have things that stress them out in life as well. They're not just these concrete built men. Like, let them have feelings, support them, help them. I mean, I kind of wish I knew this before or felt like this before, because a lot of arguments with their dad probably could have been avoided if I stopped thinking like he's never supposed to, I don't know, feel any type of way or anything like that. Like, I always felt like he's supposed to have it together, but then I had to stop, think about it. He's a human like I'm a human. Same way I get sad, he could get sad too. Same way I could have something going on in my life that just made me feel down or whatever, he could too. So stop thinking like all men are pieces of shit. A lot of times they are just suffering from depression like us. And one thing, like one of the last things I want to say is, if you feel like you suffer from depression, get help. Me personally, I never got help. I didn't want help. Depression, I don't got depression. What? You're not giving me no medicine. What? No, thank you. See a who? Psychiatrist? I think not. I'm not crazy. It doesn't make you crazy. Getting help doesn't make you crazy. It helps. Talk about it. I understand, like, being depressed and having depression, it makes you isolate yourself. Find somebody you trust, you can confide in. It could be a parent. I would say it could be a best friend, but sometimes they turn on you too, so you can't even put too much trust in them and give them too much of your information. But if you have parents, and your parents, you know, is still alive, you cool with your parents, talk to your parents. I talk to my mother every day. Any problems I have, I call my mother. Anything I'm going through, my mother. I call her for everything. It could be the smallest things. Calling my mother. Yes, I have friends. Yes, I do talk to my friends. I don't want none of my friends to get offended. Yes, I do talk to my friends. But if you don't feel like you want to see a psychiatrist, for me, I never wanted to go to psychiatrist because I always felt like, oh, they just want to give you medicine. I'm not big on medicine. I don't take medicine. I have to be in severe pain for me to take medicine. I've done 3 natural births. No medicine, no epidural, no nothing. I dealt with the pain. Now some tough ass pain. But I'm gonna keep it real. The only time I really take medicine is when I have a hangover, because the headache from a hangover, I cannot deal with it. But I'm older now, and I'm a lot more mature, so I don't drink until I get hangovers. But if you are suffering from depression, get help. If you have postpartum depression, talk about it. See somebody. Get a break. You know what it was for me as well? I never get a break from my kids. Yeah, I have my parents, well, my mom. I have people I can call and be like, hey, can you take the kids for me for a little while? But I don't know if I'm just an overprotective parent or what, but I don't really like sending my kids nowhere. And then it's like, I don't know. I don't really send them to nobody's house. As you can see, I always have my kids. I'm very overprotective. I don't let them spend the night out unless it's my mom's house, because I'm very overprotective. But yeah, that was my problem too. I didn't like really sending my kids with anybody, so I would just keep them up under me every minute. Us as parents, we need a break. Get a break. If someone is offering to watch your kids and you trust them, let them take them kids. You need a break. You need a break for your mind and your body to recoup, I guess I should say. Like, you have to get it together, because if you're just going and going and going and you never take a break and then like start over, it's like your body is just burnt out. And a lot of times that's what was my problem. Oh, I did say I had postpartum twice. Well, the second time, it wasn't as bad as the first time, because I don't know, it just wasn't as bad as the first time. Like, I went through it for a few months. With Kaylee, I went through it from before she was born until she was about a year. Once she turned like a year, it's like we took a trip to Disney. I really needed that trip, honestly. We took a trip to Disney. And for some reason, once we came back, I just felt relieved, like renewed. And on the trip as well, me and their dad, we spoke. Like, we had like a real open, serious conversation. And that kind of helped. Maybe it helped give me closure. That's why I felt better. But we had like a serious conversation where he was just very open with me and honest, which he don't do a lot. But he was very open and honest. And I think that gave me closure, because once we came back, I just felt relieved. Like, I felt like that big cloud was gone. It wasn't over me anymore. But after I had Bubba, I was good, honestly. I was good until June. I went back to work in June, and I lost my job. I'll make a whole video about that separately, but I lost my job in June. Not because of my actions, not because of anything I did, but I lost my job in June. And then from there, it kind of went downhill for me. Like, I know what it felt like to have postpartum depression because of Kaylee. So I was trying to control everything to where that don't happen to me when I had Kyrie. It happened, but it wasn't as bad as when I had Kaylee, I can honestly say. And I'm grateful for that. But I just have it for a few months. It wasn't bad though. I just stayed to myself. But yeah, when I lost my job, and then a whole lot of other stuff happened, and it's like I had 2 other kids. One is a toddler. Then it's K, you know, he's going through the changes. You know how they be with their attitude. Oh my God, if you have a kid, it's like after 7 or 8, their attitude is just like, and you're just like, as a parent, like, boy, I will knock you out. But I'm learning, and you have to understand, like, their body is changing, their hormones is changing, and yeah, you just gotta work with them. You can't be mad at them. You can't yell at them. So it's like I'm dealing with him. I'm dealing with this toddler. As y'all can see, she's still crazy till this day. And then I had a newborn. Bubba wasn't really a crybaby. Bubba didn't really cry. Go watch it on your TV, Katie. He didn't really cry. He was the best kid I had, behavior-wise. Well, it's a tie between him and King. But yeah.